Good morning, it's Tuesday, June 17th, and there are many times that I have come before you and I have spoken about decisions that Donald Trump has made that I have disagreed with. This is another one of those cases. He has appointed Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as the Secretary of Health and Human Services. Now, I didn't pay much attention to that appointment in the beginning, even though I don't believe that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is the right man for this job. He has some very strange ideas about what health and what human services involve. And he has very strange ideas about what is healthy for people and what people should be doing with their lives. So he was appointed by President Trump for some reason or other, which I do not understand. And now it has come to his attention, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., to make a decision. And he made a decision on the change to the U.S. policy on COVID vaccines that cited scientific studies that were unpublished or under dispute, and also mischaracterized other things that we use to make medical decisions. Medicine is not something that we should be handling without the proper knowledge. So the KFF Health News reported that Kennedy announced last month that the CDC would no longer recommend COVID vaccines for pregnant women or healthy children. And the move upset many major medical groups and questioned by many lawmakers. And one expert called the document willful medical disinformation. And it is so far out of the field that I find it insulting to our members of Congress that they would actually give them something like this. That's what Mark Torrentine, a professor of obstetrics and gynecology at Baylor College, said. Congress members are relying on these agencies to provide them with valid information. So when you send them information that is under dispute and hasn't been qualified and verified, and it falls into the category of junk science, and that's what you send to Congress? That's what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. sends to Congress and makes the decision on this U.S. policy? And his boss, President Trump, probably knows nothing about it, hasn't been informed on this decision, and if he had been informed on this decision, then he should hide his head someplace. And this decision is announced on Platform X, and many pediatricians and scientists are outraged by this decision. So we have a document that is meant to support Kennedy's decision, and it was sent to members of Congress who questioned the science and the process behind this move. So how can somebody who has a job that he's not qualified for can make a decision that affects the health of this nation, and we don't have anybody high up, and high up I mean presidential level, to step forward and nix this decision. But that's not going to happen. So we have an unqualified Secretary of Health and Education issuing documents, allowing laws to go into place to change the medical science and the health of this nation unfettered. Nobody looking his shoulder. Nobody stopping him from doing these things. There are potential issues with the research methodology and conclusions with these studies that should have stopped them cold, right? Should never have changed. And this document is issued without a peer review, so to speak. Members who know the business should have been looking at this document. When it cites new medical research that's not been evaluated, and because of that, it should not be used to guide any clinical practices. And as you can see, I'm very upset about this, so I'm probably presenting this thing pretty badly this morning, because I'm very upset about something like this, which could affect the health of the nation. So it's got me flabbergasted and tongue-tied and angry that we have a putz to the Secretary of Health and Education in this country and allows these kinds of things to go on. Although there's other things he must have done that have been quietly put aside or something. But major changes to the medical makeup in this nation is not to be handled by somebody who is not qualified. And Secretary Kennedy is certainly not qualified for this job. So I leave you with that. I am distressed the health of our nation is put in the hands of people like that. So have a good day if you can. Take it easy. Take care. Bye.